Warning. All subject matter is open to change and interpretation as TWS is ever changing with varying theories of gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy! And I
And
also
then the
kind
last
of
one's
figured
a
out
vehicle.
something interesting the other day.
Go on. I'm interested.
Defense, attack, HP
hmm
is I've theory crafted it, but I believe defense is actually more valuable than attack. Then it goes attack, then it goes HP. I know we've had varying thought processes on this, but
Ooh,
I got on my
interesting.
main count yesterday and I ran some tests with level 50 attack, level 50 defense, and level 50 HP. Kept everything level 1 on my vehicles. Ran the numbers and tests on walkers and such, and I found that with defense, I only had about like 2 or 3% less total wounded, and I lost, or my wounded on my side with the defense was like 1,000 less than just with the attack. The attack didn't yield much results actually comparably to the defense, so it was more efficient to have defense higher than attack was. It was kind of interesting. So it's kind of like a little secret actually.
That's interesting. I'd have to do the test and test that myself, I
Yeah,
guess.
you have to see it yourself for sure. Because I ran it. I was doing the test. I put like 30. I reset my vehicle 3 times for 30K gems on the main, and what I found was quite surprising. I was like, "Holy sh!" And like, I was
But
kind
what
of really
survivors were
hyped
you
about it.
using though?
Whispers.
Whisperers, yeah, so that's a little bit more of a consistent formation to test with.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean the you like it was night and day between the differences in them. And that's why it was interesting.
But then is that because of their chemistry, right? Like as a baseline, like Whisperers is attack and HP, right? So by going in full defense, you kind of balance out their weakness by not having
I think it's
defense
just the
as a
way that
stat.
defense works, the way that the math kind of works. Like, here's the way that I look at it. You could have 20% health. Like, just say there was a team that was built that had 20% health and 1% attack. If your team had 1,000% defense and another person had like 500% attack, but they were all balanced and everything, you would still win because your break point on defense was so freaking high that you just kept living and attacking with your small amount of HP. You would live through so many rounds that you would whittle them down. And that 20% HP doesn't matter because they couldn't damage you or scratch you because your defense was so high. And we think about how this game is built mechanically. Defense has always kind of been like the unsung hero. Like, we want to defend. Like, when people attack your towns, it can be quite costly. Like, attacking is a vulnerability in a lot of cases. And it's kind of ironic that defense might actually be the one true king in terms of attributes here.
I
Because
get it. Let's say that theory is true. Then what's the next one? Is it defense, attack, and then health, or
yeah, because
defense, health, and attack?
health would almost mean nothing because each iteration, if your defense is so astronomically high, you're not taking the damage because you're deflecting like the damage because they can't get through your break point because you've invested so heavily in defense. And so in terms of priority, yes, I would say like defense would be like a 3-to-1 defense, 2-to-1 attack, and then 1-to-1 on HP would be very last in priority lists.
Then does that mean the bus is more valuable than the RV then?
Yeah, actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Because
does. No, it actually does. I didn't think of that.
you know what I
Motherfucker.
mean? Because this is the
Because you
defense
stack
vehicle,
it.
right?
So that's one of the things we were talking about. Like the difference between Stingray and Vintage vehicle, right? They cancel each other out. And the reason that Vintage actually falls to the wayside with versus Stingray is because of the resistance camps that you can build. So you're doubling
Oh, these
down.
tactical camps.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
doubling down on something that is already canceled out by the Stingray. So the Stingray, cancels out the benefits of the vintage truck, right? And then the
Mhm.
resistance camps just double down on top of that. So it just makes it better to go Stingray and add the camps in the same way that it would make bus better than RV if you adopt this defensive strategy.
Mhm.
I'm really curious to try it out because I think it makes sense to me in every game that I've played. When you think of numbers and breakpoints, and like you've always had these haste breakpoints in games we played, like in World of Warcraft and stuff, and like there is something to
But then you're talking about
defense.
breakpoints. Then does that mean that there is no breakpoint for a defense? That's what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah, there wouldn't be. It would be the limitless potential
Interesting.
on it. Yeah, the defense would be kind of insane. That's how I'm going to start building
Because
my teams, though. I'm going to
because of the
fully commit to the
tactical.
ideology.
I think it might be good actually. If I go the other way, right, then that we have the best of both, right?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? If I'm gonna go full attack and then you're gonna go full defense.
Yeah, our teams will be identical at some point. When we have the same strategy, we just have different ways of getting there.
Yeah, but then it will also mean it will help us decide like who goes where, right? Because if defense is going to be more like,
Yeah,
is
it might
defense
even
more
be like
highly valuable for from an attack perspective, or is it from both perspectives?
I I honestly want to say it's both perspectives. I think it's the most all around because it's the amount of wounded that you're reducing your amount of wounded, which means like you're getting more bang for per soldier, right? Like
Yeah,
each
yeah,
unit lasts longer, does more damage, is there in the fight longer, maintains. Like the ultimate defense or the best offense is a good defense, right? Like that's almost like an age old thing and things we've seen in this game and the way it just kind of works like mechanically. Like defense is in a really good spot. If you guys enjoyed this sort of content, make sure you guys check out the links below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next. Peace.